Oh, baby, there is a patch out for Marvel Future Revolution, or coming out tonight, that has the best changes I've seen in any patch in Marvel Future Revolution yet. Really good changes, especially for free-to-play, and you're going to get a free regional box where you can get a regional piece of gear and free 15 costume draws in this patch. So I'm going to talk about it. Let's get into it. Make sure to like the video, and let's get going. Okay, there's a new patch coming tomorrow for Marvel Future Revolution. This is very exciting because it seems like we're getting updates fairly consistently after the game is released. And in this update, they address a bunch of quality of life issues that were ruining gameplay experience for people. In my opinion, this is a good patch. I've looked through it briefly, but I would like to break it down for you now. Here we go. Marvel Future Revolution. A new future begins. We would like to inform you the maintenance will be held on 9/8 Wednesday. Please see the details below for more information. They have your different servers here, at what time you can expect the maintenance to start and when it can end. For instance, if you're on the America West server like I am, it ends basically just past midnight, and it's going to start 2 hours prior to midnight. There's going to be about 2.5 hour maintenance to give you an idea, and it will be starting just before midnight here, about 2 hours before midnight as far as the UTC 8 goes. Now, you can look at the time zones and all that if you want. Let's keep going. Now, this is where it starts to get interesting and exciting, because here's the improvements, okay? Shorten the spawning time of prime targets most wanted in New Stark City and Hydra Empire. If you guys did not know, the most requested change in the game is for Red Skull to be an easier target to acquire. Currently, trying to get Red Skull to spawn in Hydra Empire is very difficult. I think it has something to do with the number of villain slots available to have it actually spawn, as I think Hydra Empire is actually a smaller region than some of the others. For this reason, they've increased the spawning times of this, and this should make it easier to do most wanted. Most wanted could take quite a bit of time otherwise. So this is an amazing buff for free to play, because most wanted is one of the best things to do every single day as free to play, because you can get like 4 1-star costumes, for instance. Okay, this is another amazing change here. Decrease the maximum flyable altitude in Dimension Duel and certain battle challenges to make characters vulnerable while flying. There was ways you could currently cheese the game where you could tap Captain America once and fly right up to the sky, and to make Captain America essentially F tier in Dimension Duel, because anyone that could fly could cheese him and automatically win. This has now been fixed, and this should make Captain America better in 1v1 duels. Personally, I think the best way to fix this is literally to have everyone just be grounded the whole time, and it would be way better if we remove the exclusive stat air to surface or surface to air, or these weird stats that are in Omega cards, but that's probably asking too much of a buff. Now, moving on here. Number 3, added a skip function for the prologue and other cutscenes. This is a huge deal for anybody playing the game, because the prologue takes forever and the cutscenes take forever when you're leveling a character. This is a direct buff to the speed of leveling alternate heroes, which is a direct buff to your squad rank experience per hour of active gameplay. This is another good change. This one here, I'm not a fan of. Enabled the use of enhancers in Omega War. I was actually a very big fan of trade enhancers. Those are those consumables not being used in Omega War. I actually thought that was a smart addition, so whales who have hundreds or thousands of these things cannot be even stronger, though I understand the idea of them wanting to make consumables more used, as that is an additional monetization method. Removes the restriction on transferring box type items through squad storage. This right here is the largest hidden free-to-play buff we have ever received on this game. And this also comes at a massively amazing time, because the next login reward is the 4-star costume box. So I think most people are actually going to be getting that costume box today, which means after the patch, should be able to move that 4-star costume box if you accidentally got it on an alt. This is a very friendly buff for free to play, and is honestly just a great buff all the way around for everybody, but in particular free to play, because the people that didn't know, eventually you're going to try to hit 1900 points in Dimension Duel when you can try to get there, okay? if you ever actually make it to 1900 points in Dimension Duel here, what ends up happening is you get, look, and not only 1900, but even if you get 1600, you get these 5-star boxes or potentials, etc. So what would happen is, if for some reason you wanted to get the 5-star costume on alt and use it as father lately, like, oh god, I think I'm okay. Where were we? If you wanted to use this, or let's say you had to do your Dimension Duel on an alt and hit 1600 or something, this was locked out. So now this is no longer locked out, and you can move this around characters. This is also very good for basically any type of Omega card as well, because Omega cards were the biggest issue that would get locked on alts too. So I'm an absolute massive fan, and that is the biggest change for me in this patch. Let's go ahead and move on here. Adjusted Alliance chat history to be stored for longer periods of time. I've complained about this many times in videos. I hope that because of my complaining, this is the reason this is getting fixed, because then I can take credit for something. Improved server stability. I hope so, because as it stands currently, there's not really much of a ping issue anywhere that I can see between characters. Oop, Kitty's doing her morning meow. If you didn't know, Kitty does this thing where she brings her toy pet to me. She's got this little mini lamb chop, and she comes running up here and says good morning with it every morning. Improve the conditions to skip Blitz raid and special operations cutscene. This is another highly requested change. Okay, but I want to talk about the server stability again for a second. Currently, the ping is so bad on all servers that it doesn't matter what server you play on. So I've been spending money on a server that's literally farther away from me than any other server. So moving on. This here is going to be the conditions to skip the Blitz are quite important. It's going to be 2 people now only needs 1 person. 3 and 4 people only need 2 people to skip it. So basically, half of the people, and you can skip it. Thank God, because I know IFK a lot of blitzes. I know other people AFK a lot of blitzes, and it's like you can't expect people not to AFK blitzes. There's a lot of stuff to do in this game every day. People want to auto it. I'm okay with people autoing it. This will make it where the active people who are playing don't have to sit through the cutscenes. Good change. Fixed errors, some in-game text and stuff, nothing big there. Detailed information can be found after the maintenance. Now, here's where we start getting into some exciting stuff, okay? We have some new events coming to the game. New events for all agents to enjoy Marvel Future Revolution even more. Please tap the link below for more information. So we go in here and we have these new events. Now check this out. After it, we have a new Thieves Training for Battle. Do Dimension Duels, okay? 25, 50, 75, 100 times. Basically, you grind through these and you get, after the win Dimension Duel, defeat opponent, Omega War, etc., you're going to be getting Dimension Duel, Omega War, and then Dark Zone tokens. And if you complete all of them, you're going to get a 4-star region costume box. So this is the other greatest part. 4-star region costume box, which means you're going to need to do 100 Dimension Duels and kill 100 people in Omega War. This is going to be difficult to do, the 1,000 points of Dark Zone isn't as hard as it looks because you can gather crystals during 2x's for a while to get it. You can just grind it out. But the 100 kills is going to take a while. It's free to play. But this is for a 4-star regional costume box, meaning we're going to get a 4-star regional piece of gear. Hopefully, this is a guaranteed regional costume box, not a chance at region, because that's not the way I'm reading it, okay? The event can only be done once per squad. Event rewards will be claimed when the claim button's tapped. The period is subject to change. As it stands currently, there is no end time that we can see, okay? So it is just currently going on. We don't see any end time. So 4-star regional box, okay? Regional box, huge deal. Moving on, okay? Here we go. 7-day event gift here once more. What we have to do, Day 1 check-in, mystery box, mystery box, mystery box, mystery box, mystery box, mystery box, Omega supply box, okay? I don't know what these mystery box are. It doesn't really say much about it, okay? And then the next event is the Mad Scientist, which is already kind of been talked about. You just got to defeat these guys, capture, etc. We've already done that one, so let's move on to the costume draw event here. Okay, greetings, costume draw event. Here we go. What When you do costume draws during the event period, there'll be higher chances requiring the costumes in the table below. The draw rate of region costumes while the draw rate of basic costumes decreases. The specific draw rate can be checked in-game, okay? So the draw rate is, this is the one that we were talking about, I pulled for before. Now Midgardia and then Sakaar. So hopefully, ooh, I see, region costume and then also Savage and Shadowland. Okay. The increased draw rate is only applied to the X10. This is the one that they've already mentioned, though, right? I mean, the one costume draw ticket can be claimed when agents log in. During it, up to 15 tickets can be claimed. Oh, I see. They're giving out more rewards. The event reward can be claimed in messages. The first batch will be given on 98 after the maintenance and 99, and the rest will be given daily at 12 to 39 per region. So I see. So we're going to be getting some free costume draws, is what they're saying here. And the event rewards will be automatically sent to the inventory of the current superhero, et cetera, but that doesn't matter because you can move them around. So nothing too new here. They're just saying they're going to continue basically giving us costume draws for a total of 15 costume draw tickets. So this is actually a really good patch. I mean, I'm just going to say it this way. This is a really good patch, okay? 15 new costume draw tickets for everybody over time. We can move around these Omega Squad boxes, which I am an absolute fan of being able to move around the Omega Squad boxes. That's a huge deal. Skip function in Blitzes is now there, as well as prologue and other cutscenes that take forever when you're leveling characters. Shorten the time of prime target spawns. Decrease the dimension dual cheese. I mean, this is pretty good. For a patch fairly close to release, I'm pretty happy with the quality of life and the changes going here. This is pretty encouraging for me, and I like the new events. We're getting a 4-star regional box, 15 more costume draws. I like all of this. This is thumbs up for me. DM stamp, seal of approval on this patch. Let me know what you guys think. For me, this is actually exciting. I know that hopefully this server stability with the ping will get better, and hopefully Magic comes to the game soon. I'm actually really excited for the future. I almost said the history, but it's the future of Marvel Future Revolution. Look at that. Look how I wrote that in there at the end.